Hey Marius. I'm just going to make a quick video. Saw your question here, and uh, this is one of those, just one of those issues, right? Just give us parentheses bubble, please. But that's not going to happen. Um, so the truth is, we don't actually need them either, and I will show you why. But there's a couple ways that you can do this depending on how you're set up. If you're doing it in the on a page, you can always grab some groups, right? And so you have we'll just say var a, and we'll make this number, and let's see what your number is. Number is 21, right? And then copy paste, and this one we'll just do var b. And then the number on this one is 17. Obviously, these are, I'm assuming, would be dynamic values, and then we can say um, var c, and then this one will be the difference. So var c, and then this is going to be uh, var a's number, right, minus var b's number. And so then that would give us the number that we can then uh, take a text element here, and in here we'll just say var c divided by var a. Now, obviously, these are just groups. I'm just naming them that because it's easy to track, and then format it as a decimal, right? Let's see, or excuse me, as a percentage is what you're after. And if we preview that, theoretically that should work fine. Yeah, 19.4 or whatever. So, however, actually you're doing that the other way. You're getting a negative number, aren't you? Anyway, you can see what I'm talking about there. However, we can get around that. We don't need the groups. We can just do it all uh, with just the text element. So let me just copy this. I'll move this down here, and we're just going to ignore that the rest of this exists. Let's clear this out. And so uh, parentheses can be done by using the format as text operator and then converting it to a number. So to do that, all you need to do is just find some expression that's always true, right? Like current data is not empty, that always be true. This URL is not empty. This text is visible. Carrots are disgusting. Any of that. So just find an expression that's always true and go with that. So for this, we'll just use current date time is not empty, and then we'll say format as text, right? So we can just ignore this entire box down here. Um, this current date is not empty will always be true. So there's nothing there. No will never be used. We'll go ahead and remove. Um, we'll go ahead and remove everything out of the box, and then so I said we're going to ignore these, but we're going to go ahead and grab these as though they're dynamic, and we'll say, let me do this the right way this time. You said you're doing 17 minus 21 and then dividing that by 21. Okay, so we're going to do, yep, var b is 17. Okay, so we'll go back in here. We'll say, uh, you know what, and let me just rename these so that it makes sense. So var 17 and var 21. All right, I think we're ready now. So we'll click for the dynamic expression, and we'll say var 17's number minus var 21's number, and that's all we need there. So now we're going to get that difference, and then we come back over here, hit the more button, and say convert to number, and then we'll divide this by var 21's number, And again, we'll format this as a percentage. So let's just say 2 so we don't have a crazy number. All right, so theoretically, both of these should be giving us, well, this one should give us a negative 19%. The other one is actually calculated incorrectly. So let's see if this works. So there we go. So negative 19.05. And yeah, this formatted as converted to number, this is absolutely an invaluable trick, because you can actually, so you can use this. If all you want to know was about the percentages, um, how this particular expression, you can stop now. You can shut the video off. But I do want to jump into using the formatted as text. This can be used and nested inside itself as well. So you can have basically parentheses that have parentheses that have parentheses. Um, for instance, say we wanted to have this 17 minus 21, right? And we wanted to put these in parentheses and then have another operator in here. So we could just, let's see, we'll copy that and then we'll just do this again. So we'll say date time is not empty. So we'll format that as text. Again, we don't need no. We'll paste this here. So var 17 is number minus 21 is a number. Formatted as text. Converted to number. And then we'll do +2, say. And so what we have here is actually a parentheses that looks like this. So this is 17 minus 21. Let's put some space here just to see. So 17 minus 21, and then +2, and then divided by 21. So by using, current date time is not empty, or just a true expression, and then formatting as text, you can create complicated mathematical equations like this. Unfortunately, it's it can get extremely confusing because there's nothing indicating what is this, right? It would be much better to just be able to write it out this way, um, but currently we can't, obviously. So this does work, and it's very powerful. I would love if there was a way that if we could have some type of selection that's always true that we can format, but we would be able to put some kind of a custom title on there, so uh, you could give it a description of what it is. That would be helpful because you can use this in conditions. You can use this a host of different ways. Honestly, you can use it to uh, pluralize your words. So do a count and say, if this count is 1, then use this version of the word. If it's not, then use this version of the word. So anyway, I'm going to stop there. I hope that helps. And yeah, hit me up if you have any questions. Cheers, dude.